Hi, welcome back to Cheyenne Tarot. This is a pick a card for your week ahead. So what is the week looking like for you? And this is for March 9th through the 15th. Okay, so we have 4 piles here. Pile 1 is the green, pile 2 is the pink, pile 3 is the purple, and pile 4 is the light blue. So in order to pick the correct pile for yourself, what you're going to do, you're going to look at all 4 colors, and whichever color you seem to just keep staring at, that you keep going back to, I believe is the correct pile for you. So take a moment, pick your pile. If you need to pause the video, please do so. In the meantime, I'm going to start with pile 1, the green, and I'm going to remove the other cards. So bear with me. Okay, pile 1. This is for pile 1. Let's see, should I zoom in a little bit? Okay, this is for pile 1. So if you picked the green, you picked pile 1. So what does your week ahead look like? What is going to be going on? What should you expect? Remember, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, please take what does and leave the rest behind. Once again, this is a general reading, okay? But this is meant for someone. Okay, so I have all 3 cards laid out. So we have endings and beginnings. It says the old must be released so that the new can enter. We have a leg up. As you can see, the baby polar bear is getting help from the mom or dad polar bear. And then we have 9 of Wands. All right, so what does your week ahead look like? What is going to be happening? What should you focus on? Things of that nature. Okay, so what I'm getting is that definitely someone who's watching this, you're going to get help. And most importantly, you need to be open to help, because I get that someone is not open to help. So you may say, where am I getting this from? Okay, so the major thing for you next week is a leg up. Someone's gonna need help. Okay, as you see, the baby polar bear is getting help from his mom or his dad. All right, sometimes in life we need help. We can't do everything on our own. Okay, we're only one person. We only have 2 hands and 2 feet and 2 arms. Okay, so sometimes you just need help, and next week you probably gonna need help with something, and it could be something that you have been dealing with for a while, but next week is really about you getting help, but being open to help, being open to receiving. Someone who's watching this has a problem with receiving. I know I have issues with that as well, so you have to be open to getting help. You can't do everything on your own. So what I'm getting here, the 9 of Wands, if you look closely, this gentleman looks wore out. He looks tired. He has a bandage around his head, and he's in defense mode. He's trying to protect what he has. So what I'm getting is that next week you're trying to protect what you have. Now this could be trying to protect a relationship. It could be just trying to protect your belongings. You're in defense mode about something you're trying to protect. It could be a business, it could be an idea, but whatever it is, you're trying to protect it. But as you can see, he's by himself doing it. You see that? He's by himself. He looks tired and he needs help. And so next week what it's saying is that the help is going to come, but you need to be open to help next week. Okay, someone can come in and help you, but you need to be open to it. A leg up. You need to be open to receiving help next week. Okay, because someone has just been going through a lot, trying to defend what they have, barely hanging on. You're wore out, you're tired. Okay, so we also have endings and beginnings. So something needs to end next week, or beginning of next week. Something needs to end. Okay, something in your life needs to end. And what I'm getting, this is just what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that you're trying to hold on to something that should end. You're in defense mode, trying to protect what you have that's not even worth protecting. So let me give you a prime example. Someone may be trying to hold on to a relationship that is not good for them, but they're on defense mode. They're trying, maybe their partner is a cheater, let's just say, and the partner has a lot of people that want them, or the partner likes to flirt with a lot of different people, and maybe you're on defense mode trying to protect what you have and get away from what I have, but maybe what you have needs to end. That's why it's so much of a struggle trying to keep it. Okay, that could be one scenario, but what I'm getting is that whatever you're trying to protect maybe needs to end, and you need to start. It's time for a new beginning next week, and you need help. This could be, you may have kids and you need help with the kids. Whatever it is, you're gonna get help, but you need to be open to it. The universe is saying help is there, you just need to be open to it. You need help. Okay, next week is about you getting help with whatever you're trying to hold on to and defend. And for someone, I'm getting that something that you're trying to hold on to needs to end. That's where we get the endings and beginnings card. So I'm getting two messages here. One message is that someone that's watching this for next week, you need to begin the process of ending things. I know that sounds weird, but you need to begin the process of ending things. Okay, something needs to end in your life, and that you have been trying to hold on to and defend it. And you're tired because it's not meant to be in your life anymore. That's one message. And then the second message that I'm getting is that with some people, you are just tired, you're wore out, you're trying to hold on to what you have, you're trying to defend what you have, you're trying to keep everything together, and you're tired, and you just flat out need help. You need help. You need a leg up, and help is coming, but this card is about you being open to help. You need help. Okay, and it's not weak to need help. It's not weak to accept help. Okay. All right, so that is your message for a week ahead. Be open to getting help. In whatever form it comes. You're not weak to accept help. You deserve it. You've been working hard trying to defend what you have, and also it's time to end something and begin something new. All right, which is a great message. All right, so if you enjoyed this reading pile 1, for the people who pick pile 1, please subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. All right, so for people who pick pile 2, you pick the pink, very pretty color. This is for people who pick 2. So what does your week ahead look like? Next week, what should you be focused on? What could possibly happen? Remember, this is a general reading. Okay, if it doesn't resonate, please take what does and leave the rest behind. More than one person is looking at these readings, and so a couple messages can come through. So, all right. So people who pick pile 2, what is your week looking like next week? What could possibly happen? What's going on? So someone who's watching this, the first thing I'm getting, someone who's watching this feels alone, orphaned. This is the orphan card. This card is about you finding your tribe. This card is about you finding where you belong. Someone's watching this, maybe someone close to you have passed not too long ago, or even if it's been a while, someone that's watching, you feel a loneliness. Someone, you're feeling lonely. It could be that you want to be in a relationship. If you're not, you could be in a relationship and be alone. It could be maybe you just feel alone in life in general. You might have a lot of people around you, but just feel alone. Or you can literally not have many people around you at all, but you're feeling loneliness. At the same time, though, on a positive note, well, let me go back to this card. Even though this card looks bleak and looks sad, what it's saying that, yes, you feel orphaned, but you need to find your tribe. You need to find your passion. You need to find people who are like you. Okay, so you need to work on being around people who have the same interests as you, that like the same hobbies as you, and some of that loneliness will fade if you find your tribe. Okay, so that's not a totally bleak card, but on a positive note, which, like I said, finding your tribe is a positive thing. And also, let's just say on a second positive note, pile 2. For someone, a golden opportunity is going to come. It says important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Okay, so next week, it could possibly be an opportunity that comes your way. But this is the kicker here. Okay, pile number 2. It's an opportunity, but it's not an opportunity that's just going to be handed to you. Because we have the Knight of Pentacles here, and this card symbolizes hard work. It symbolizes financial success, but it symbolizes basically you being of service. You trading, I wouldn't say trading, but you working hard for what you have. So this card is basically saying, as you see he has a pentacle in his hand, he's offering you something. This just basically means that someone offers you a job. Okay, take it. This is basically, this card is all about hard work to get to where you need to be, and about an opportunity that may come. We have the opportunity card twice, that you need to accept, because as you can see in his hand, the Pentacle is being offered. So what it's saying, that you need to use your skill set, your abilities, to bring in money. The Golden Opportunity card is not about just something being handed to you. So this card, Golden Opportunity, is not about necessarily you winning the lottery, or someone just an inheritance or anything like that, or a gift. This is more about the Golden Opportunity card paired with the Knight of Pentacles card. It's more about you using what you already innately have, your skills and abilities, your experience, and whatever it may be, to generate money. Okay, so if an opportunity comes your way, this is saying to take the opportunity. But this opportunity is really is mainly based upon, what I'm getting is based upon financial stability. And so another thing this card symbolizes, if let's just say you're being offered 2 jobs next week, maybe you've been applying for jobs, and next week both jobs contact you and say, okay, we want to hire you. This card is saying go with the one that's more stable. Go with the job that's more stable, that will bring in the most money, that has the most hours, that will seem to cover everything. Because you might be offered one that's full-time, one that's part-time. Which one is more stable? Which one will cover all your bills? You know, this is a practical card. This card is about you using your skills and abilities and working hard to get where you need to be, okay, in exchange for an opportunity. So opportunity is coming your way, but the opportunity, you deserve this opportunity, because you're going to use what you already have to get it. You're going to offer them something. You're offering your skills and ability in exchange for something. Does it make sense? So that's why I brought up possibly getting offered a job. So next week, the focus for you is going to be to find your tribe, to find where you belong, to find out what are your interests. Find people who are similar to you, that like the same things, that can help with your loneliness. And this is for people who are feeling lonely, okay? Because this Orphan card came out, and this is a very strong card, okay? And also for some people next week, there could be a golden opportunity that comes your way. Okay, be open to that. Be open to a golden opportunity, and it's saying to walk through it. We have another offering card, like I said, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this card is about hard work. So you're gonna use your skills and abilities to generate what you need. These 2 cards are not about just a windfall of money, winning a lottery. No, this is about being offered a job. This is about financial stability through your hard work. Okay, so these are great cards. All right, so that is what your week looks like for next week. Pile number 2, once again, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. All right, so for people who picked pile 3, if you picked the purple, pile 3. So what does your week look like ahead? What should you be focused on? What could possibly happen? What is going on? This is a general reading, remember. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so we have exchanging gifts. We have 10 of Pentacles. And we have fairness. So the fairness card, this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. All right. So when I pile 3, when I see this card, I think of balance. That's the first thing that I think of. Balance. Okay. Things have to be balanced. So next week for you, it's about balancing your life. Okay. But it's about family too next week. So the 10 of Pentacles represents you using family resources. Okay, so this is a general reading. Okay, so for some people, you're going to lean on family next week. So if that means you need to possibly borrow money from a family member, you can do that. You maybe do some work for a family member. This is about tapping into your family resources. All right, so if you look at this card closely, you have 3 generations here. You have, if you look closely, okay, we see the dogs but it's a kid on one end, you have 2 middle-aged people, and then you have an elder. Okay, so this is about lineage, it's about inheritance. it's about family wealth, okay, and you tapping into family resources, all right, in exchange. And so in exchange, okay, so exchanging gifts, and I kind of jumped ahead of myself, but what I meant by in exchange, okay, so exchange and give, this is about this taps into the balance card. It's time for you to balance, meaning you need to, this is the card of giving and receiving, okay, so that's how you balance things out with the fairness card. So you need to balance your life next week. It is about exchanging your gifts with someone else for their gifts. So you need to give to receive. When you go to a job, you give of your time and your skill set for money. All right, that's what this card is about, exchanging gifts. All right, so with it paired with the Ten of Pentacles, what I'm getting is that if you have a family member next week that needs help with something, help them. And if they want to pay you to do some things around the house, do that. It's about tapping into family resources in exchange. This is not about you just and I mentioned this with Pal too, you just getting something for nothing, okay? This is not about you just walking in saying I need. This is just about tapping into family resources in exchange for you helping them, they help you. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. So exchanging gifts is balancing. It's not just one person always giving and one person receiving. This is about giving and receiving. This card is the receipt. This is tapping into the universal law of giving and receiving. All right, this is what this card represents. So you need to give something next week to get something. And the vibe I'm getting is that you can get something from your family if you're willing to give something to your family. So even if you need to ask a family member for a loan, you know, if you just need, or if you're falling on hard times and you know you can't pay them back anytime soon, you can just flat out ask them, can I get this certain amount of money in exchange for me doing something for you? What do you need me to do? Take you to the doctor's office, or you need me to do something around the house this weekend? You need me to help do this or help do that? This is what these two cards paired together represents. Tapping in, so Ten of Pentacles, tapping into family resources for money, for help, things that you need. This card also represents, even if it's not immediate family, working for a family-owned business, it's dealing with family and generational wealth, okay? But I deal with everyday issues, so that's why I brought up maybe you need a loan. Maybe you need help, maybe you need some money, okay? But you don't have the money to pay them back anytime soon. What you can do with this exchange and gifts card, what this is telling me is that you can say, look, I need to borrow this certain amount of money, and I literally no, I'm not gonna be able to pay you back anytime soon. I could pay you back a little bit at a time, but you won't be able to get the lump sum back like next week, okay? So can I do something until I'm able to pay you back fully? Can I do something around the house? Can I help you with this? Can I help you with that? Can I help you with the kids? Things of that nature. Exchanging gifts, giving and receiving. You have to give to receive. And so next week is about you giving to receive, and that's the balance, and that's where the fairness card comes in. That's where balancing. This is about you balancing your life. It's not all about you getting, and it's not all about you receiving. It's balance is giving and receiving, exchanging gifts, okay? And so this is just saying it's time for you to exchange your gifts next week with someone in your family. This card also represents if you need to help someone in your family. It can be in the reverse. So I'm getting two messages. One message is that someone that is listening to this, you need help, and you have something that you can offer in exchange for getting something back. So once again, you can go to a family member for help, you know, with a loan or with some money, and you can say, well, I can help you with this, or, you know, if I help you with this, can you help me with that? Then other message I'm getting with this card is that you may need to help a family member. So a family member may come to you next week and need some money or need some help with something, and that's has to exchange and give. So yeah, you can give them, if you have the money, you can help them whatever they need, and they need to give you something back in return. Balance, fairness. It's not all about them taking and you giving, or you getting and them taking, okay? This is about balance. So next week, maybe there's a family member that needs your help with something, that needs a couple dollars, or needs you to pick up the kids from school, or it could be anything. And so there should be a give and take in that situation where you help them with something and then they give you something back. Does that make sense? Okay, pile number 3. So next week, just tap into your family resources. If you need help, go to a family member, offer them something. And if a family member comes to you next week and need help, or if you know a family member that needs some help next week, go to them and say, I can help you with this. Can you help me with X, Y, and Z? If you help me with X, Y, and Z, I can help you with X, Y, and Z. Okay, that is what next week is about. Okay, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Hope you enjoyed this reading. Pile number 3. If so, please subscribe to my channel and see you next time. Okay, for people who picked pile number 4, who picked the light blue, pile number 4, what does your week ahead look like? What should you expect? What is the theme for next week? What should you be focused on? All that good stuff. Okay, we have the Imagine card, we have the 2 of Swords, and then we have Bright Future. So let's start with Bright Future. It says, stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Beautiful card. So pile number 4, it's telling you to stop worrying. You have a bright future. All right. So you might say, okay, well, I know that, but but what I'm getting is that the reason why this card came up is because you have the 2 of Swords. Ooh. As you can see, this young lady is blindfolded. She does not know what's coming ahead. She has her swords. She's in defense mode. This card is basically telling you that you don't know what's going to happen next. You don't have a clue what's going on. What I mean, you don't have a clue what's going on. There are things that's going on with your life, and you don't know what's going to happen around the corner. Does that make sense what I'm saying? It's not that you're confused about anything. You just literally don't know what's going to happen next. You're blindfolded. You can't see what's going to happen around the corner. You have no way of knowing. And because you don't know what's about to happen, you are worrying. And this card's telling you to stop worrying. Someone who, now, once again, this is a general reading. Okay, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. All right, more than one person is looking at this reading. So it may not resonate with everyone. However, what I'm getting is someone or multiple people that's watching is either one person or multiple people that are watching this is dealing with, they're worrying about something. You're worrying about your future. Okay, that's why it says you have a bright future. Stop worrying. And you're worrying because you don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow either. I don't have a clue either. I can only predict. But it's worrying you. Someone's been going through something. You're worried about what's going to happen next. You don't like that you can't predict it, and it's really bothering you. Okay, so what this is saying is that you have a bright future. Stop worrying. All right, and it's saying that next week, please do not make any major life decisions because you don't know what's going to happen next. And right now, you can't really see what's going to happen. You can't. Not many of us can predict the future, but we could kind of try and tap into spirit. But you don't know what's going to happen next. And like I said, you're blinded. Okay, you don't know, and so next week is not a good week for you to make any major life decisions or make any major decisions. It's not a good week. Okay. Now, what happens when you're blinded? When you have a blindfold over your eyes, you can't see. What do you have? Yeah, you have your hands, you have your other senses. You can hear, you can smell, you can taste, but you can't see. So what do you have? You can only imagine. Right? It's saying this person is blinded. They can't see what's, their foot in front of them. They can only feel. They can only imagine what the outside world looks like. They can't see what the outside world looks like. They're blinded. You see, she has a blindfold. So if she stands up and starts to walk, she don't know what she's going to bump into. Only thing that she has with that blindfold on is her imagination. This card is an incredible card. It's saying next week that Spirit knows that you're worried. You don't know what's coming. You don't know. Spirit wants you to turn things around for yourself and think that you're going to have a bright future. Because if you believe it, you can achieve it. If you believe you have a bright future, you will manifest it. So this imagine card is incredible. It is saying that we create our reality. Yeah, there's some things that's out of our control. We know that. But we create our reality through our belief system. So if we've been given the gift of imagination. So this is about you daydreaming and using all your senses to imagine a bright outcome. Okay? Because I can say all day you have a bright future. You can do pick a card readings all day, and each pile you pick can say you have a bright future. And that's fine, but you have to believe that you have a bright future. Okay. And so you have to use your imagination. So because you don't know what's coming next, and right now is not a good time to make any decisions, because you don't know that, next week is going to be a time for you to think positive. I know people get tired of hearing this. You have to think positive about your future next week, because you don't know what's coming, and you can create a bad outcome for yourself if you think negative. You really can. So you are the conductor of your train at this point. And if you want a bright future, you need to stop worrying and imagining, what do you want? What do you want to create? What is it? What is your mind on? What is something that you want to happen? Is it a certain job that you want? Is it a certain relationship that you want? Is you want to make more money? What is it that you're worried about? What is it that keeps you up at night? Okay? Your belief system is going to create your reality. We weren't taught this in school, but apparently that's how the universe works. That's one of the laws. Your belief system creates your reality. So if you believe that bad things are going to keep happening to you, they will. If you keep worrying about something, it will manifest. So basically what you believe will manifest in the physical world. What is it that you believe in? So choose to believe that you have a bright future. Choose to believe that good things are going to happen to you, even though you don't know what's coming next. You have the blindfolds on. Next week is about you using your imagination, because next week is not a week of clarity for you. Next week, things are not just going to fall in your lap. Next week is not about major solutions to problems. Next week for you, someone who's watching this, is about you using your imagination, because next week is about inactivity. It's not about you making decisions or being super active. And no, next week is about you using your mind to manifest, so that the week after that, or the week after that, or the month after that, you will manifest something beautiful. But it's up to you, pal number 4. It's your decision what you want to manifest in your life, and you can do that by using your imagination. Write it down, think about, say affirmations. What is it that you want to manifest, and actively go towards it. You are co-creating with the universe, with your imagination, your intentions, and your actions, to bring forth a bright future. Okay, pal number 4? All right, so start manifesting, start meditating, start writing down, start using affirmations. I know you feel blinded right now. I know you don't know. Next week is not a good time to make major decisions. Next week, probably not a lot of things are going to be happening, but you can create your reality and have the bright future that you always wanted if you just imagine it. You have to imagine, if you use your mind. Okay? So if you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel, and see you next time.